There we go. We should be live. I know it's recording now. What I'll do is, but I always like to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. It's good. Papa, February 24th, the day before my son's birthday. How
Oh,
are you, Liz?
I am good. I'm good. It's a beautiful day outside. It's going to be 70 degrees. I already have my afternoon walk scheduled, and my dog, even my dogs didn't want to come in when I let them out before. They were like, let's just hang out here for a while. We remember what this is like. It's been a while. So beautiful.
Wow. Yeah, it is sunny. You can see the brightness coming in this room here also. It's a beautiful day. What's on your mind? Today is going to be a short, abbreviated one, just maybe 5, 10, 15, if it's sweet, 20,
Yeah.
but
Well,
minutes.
I'm
Uh,
good. Yeah.
what's on your mind today, dear?
So I had one of those moments. I woke up early this morning, earlier, and I was like, I'm going back to bed, and then you lay there and your head starts going, and 5:05, I get out of bed, and my husband's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I have to go write something down. I just have to go and get this out of my head and
Uh-huh.
and write it down. But it's just like those aha moments of,
Gotcha.
yeah. And it was really about, as I'm moving into more of my coaching business, realizing that that people, I think when I started as an entrepreneur,
Yeah.
I was like, we got to make all the mistakes. We got to do this all by ourselves. We got to be in the trenches, and we have to, we're doing it on a shoestring. We have no money, and that's good. And it's going to make us stronger. And I woke up this morning and I was like, you know what? Like, I don't, that's not, it doesn't have to be that way. Like,
Mm,
with the way the world is now and how we're all connected, there are so many people out there that can help so that you know, you don't have to make the same mistakes that I made. And if I can take that information that I've learned and help someone else so that they can just skip those 3 levels and start up here instead of starting down here, like, that's just awesome. So, that's I think that's what entrepreneurism should be now. It should be taking the
mm.
time and figuring out what you need, what questions you have, asking those questions, finding the help, and investing in your company.
Wow, Liz. Wow. You know, it, you can't. Wow. Wow. It has to come from a value-driven individual. And there are entrepreneurs who are value-driven and the others who are not, even though they're value-driven, I would say the selfish ones, right? What you said just now in terms of, I think that's education. And I heard someone say education, edu, the word means to share knowledge, the ability to share knowledge. And here you are just saying that when I get it, I'm going to share it. I'm going to go. There are some that you will charge for. There are some you wouldn't charge for. I mean, you're in business for a reason, but that's it. It has to come from somebody with a big heart. That's why when you were saying it, I was going, wow, wow, because you get it. It's out there. And YouTube, believe it or not, we just said this as I was turning this on, right? We said, oh my goodness, Zoom and YouTube makes it so easy for us to create content that I can press the button and it's live on YouTube or Facebook or wherever. But here's the deal. You can research what you want. Somebody's out there's got it out there free.
Mhm.
However, you may not have the technical ability to put it in play. So
Right.
you already have what you know what you have, what you need rather, and you take it to somebody and say, "Can you do this for me?" And that's the 2, 3 steps jumping and making success, making you available or putting you in a place to sell your success. Mm,
I've been in this seminar for a few days this week, and one of the things that one of the people said was, The worst thing you can say is, I already know that, you know, and it's so true. And it's, you could hear something 10 times, but hearing it and knowing it and actually implementing it are such different things.
Oof, oof. Sorry, hearing, knowing, plus implementing. I don't know, for those of you who are watching, right? Even though we are moderating and we're on here talking about this, we learn from each other. So even if you don't get it, wow, no, you're right. Go on.
Yeah.
Was that a good, go ahead.
So you could hear something, and sometimes you say like, oh, I just need the information. I just need the information, and then like I'm going to do it. But it's not always. Sometimes it's the information along with the support or the accountability or someone helping you walk through that for the first time. So that's why I think it's so important to have a consultants in your life and coaches, because you could have all the information, and it's not like you or I are telling anyone something like that we've invented or that is brand new,
Correct.
but
Correct.
you could hear it every day, but until you actually implement it, it's not going to help you.
Yeah, I heard it say wisdom, understanding, and knowledge. Those three things are they can do wonders. They can do wonders in your life. Applying, hearing, knowing, and implementing. You never, it reminds me. So I'm gonna give. So my dad name is Leopold. So you got Bill. We have our Billism. I'll say my Leopold, my Leoisms. um, my dad will always say, somebody will say it a different way that will make you understand it. Even though you've heard it, but someone, and it's always Liz, I'll say this to both of us and to those who are watching. Uh, never, when you always keep it simple. Always keep it simple. Don't. I spoke at a men's conference this weekend, and it was, the two guys before me prior, great speakers. But the first guy was a doctor, of psychology or something like that. But man, he had some big words, some really nice. No, and I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying he had these words that, for me, who I think I'm educated, right? I had to really think to put the word pictures, because I use pictures to connect, to put the word pictures in to finally get what he was saying. And as he's saying it, as I'm thinking it, he's gone to another topic that I'm like, okay, let me catch up. Let me catch up. The simpler, the simplest way you can give it, the quicker your clients will get it, the the faster they become your disciples and your evangelists about your business. And they go out raving about it versus something confusing, something that is so layered that you have when you say the consequences of this triune hypotheses, da da da, and the person goes, huh? Oh man, he really knows how to lace the words, but it's just something simple you said, and give it simply, you'll be successful.
And I
You'll
think
be
too, knowing
successful.
that there are words that you might use in your industry, and those that people might not be as aware of those words or comfortable with them. So if you use words like, if you're in social media and you keep using words funnel, and people don't know what a funnel is, then it's going to mean nothing to them, So if you're talking your sales funnel, and so I think that they don't want to ask, because then they look, it makes them look like, yeah, no one wants to feel that way.
Isn't that the problem in school, was a problem in school, and the problem even we say we don't have peer pressure anymore, but everybody's got some type of peer pressure.
Mm-hmm.
I have it. You said it the other day when you got in with the doctor, the guy who seemed to know all when you went in the breakout room. And at the end of the day, he's looking at you like, wow, you're so knowledgeable. All these things, these stories we tell ourselves. And entrepreneurs, individuals who are out there listening, just have faith in what you make sure what you have is going to fix something.
Mm-hmm.
Is a pain reliever for somebody or for a group of people out there. And go out there and do it simply.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Say it simply. Yes, I totally agree. Yes. Yeah.
But here's the thing. So you said you're in this seminar, Liz. You told me prior, you're finding out, oh wow, it's the technical, the back office things that
Mm.
have to be in place to, I'm not going to say to be successful, the back office things that runs these businesses,
Mm-hmm.
right? When you look at it, Liz, when you see what they're doing and what you wrote down on your notepad over
Mm-hmm.
the past 6 months about how you will do your business, how you will deliver. I'm not talking about the back office. I'm talking about the way you will deliver what you would do. Are you on point?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like with my expertise, with what I know and what I can share, and when I'm talking one-on-one with someone, I'm good. And that's when your natural energy is there and your passion comes out. But if you start talking to me about like, I have to make automate, what's your automated email that's going to come after you do your, this email number, like, I'm just like, but I've learned, I'm telling you, I'm thinking like a CEO.
Yep.
That's what
Last
I
week.
say. I'm thinking like a CEO, and I'm not, and I'm going to get the help I need, and I'm not going to reinvent the wheel. I'm going to ask for the help and find the people that can get me to where I want to be, so that my goal is to get my message out to as many people as possible.
Yes. That's it. That's it. And you will use the tool that's available, the tools that are available.
Mm. And you have to have, the thing is, as you start working through, like you said, the back end side, you can start to feel like that you're not ready, or you're not as good. But that's not your expertise, and you have to have faith in what is what you do. And you have to have faith in that, and just keep reminding yourself that what you're doing is the right direction, and that you need to keep moving forward.
Correct. I think that the selling success in this is being consistent and persistent.
Mm-hmm.
The TV, the internet, DVDs, all these inventions, uh, people started to work on them, and it was the fact. In fact, so VHS and Betamax, VHS 8 and Betamax, back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
They stayed consistent. They stayed consistent and created a better product, created a better product, created a better product. Your your the ability to market, yes, does help the business.
Mm-hmm.
However, I think the product speaks for itself.
Right.
So and in our cases, in your case where you're coaching, savvy, right? Sales savvy. One client that you touch can run out there screaming like a banshee. Oh, go down to see Liz. Liz is the
Mm-hmm.
one. And all that back end stuff you're creating,
Yeah.
who knows?
Yeah.
That one
Exactly.
client can blow you up.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
the content and the good stuff that you put out. Go ahead, Liz. I'm
Right.
sorry.
No, I was just going to say that my word of the year is purposeful,
Yep.
and intentional is my other word. And I think, like, if you, I have such a strong feeling about social media,
Mm-hmm.
that people you can get lost in it,
Mm.
and you can feel overwhelmed so quickly with social media, and how many platforms do I need to be on, and now there's Clubhouse, and now there's, and it's kind of like networking, where you could be saying, I have 8 networking meetings to go to this week, but they're not, you don't know who's going to be there. It's not
The
targeted
deal.
marketing. And
Yes.
so if you were going to spend time on social media, instead of being on your, just scrolling up and down, get into Facebook groups, if that are your target market, know who your target market is, find the Facebook groups, find intentional places to be, and then set a alarm and say, or a timer and say, okay, I'm going to spend 15 minutes in here and then I'm out. Because if not, you're just going to be going down some dark hole that you're not going to come out of for a couple hours. So same thing with Clubhouse if you're not careful.
Really, I say I haven't been on Clubhouse because I'm on my Android.
Mhm.
They haven't put it on the Android platform yet. Have you? Is
I,
it?
I'm in Clubhouse,
Is it?
but I've heard, you hear these stories of people like, oh my God, I've gotten all these prospects and clients and people follow me
Mm-hmm.
on Instagram. But once again, I'm kind of just staying off of it or going in as strategic. I get notifications what's going on my phone.
Yes.
And so I'll go in on a strategic call, but for the most part, I'm just staying off of it because I
Correct.
think
Gotcha.
you could be
Gotcha.
the great thing about Clubhouse is you can be walking your dog.
And
I can be
be in
walking the dogs and you can be on because it's only audio,
audio.
so you can be doing whatever you need to be doing and you can be on a Clubhouse call. So that's what I like about it.
That's good.
But at the same time, I'm trying to be more intentional.
Mm. Well, we said we were gonna do 5. We're at 20. What's last words?
Um, I think, like I said, I woke up um early this morning and I wrote that as an entrepreneur, we feel like we have to do it all. It's
Mm.
pride and the belief that this is part of the journey. And I'm releasing you from this myth. I understand your journey and I'm here to partner with you and use my experience to save you time and grow your sales, strengthen your confidence so you can build your business.
Ooh. That sounds like your elevator speech.
I don't know. I wrote it at 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'm just reading it back now. But
Trust me, it sounds like an elevator speech that disarms me who's listening to it to say, let me hear more. So good work. Good
thank
work.
you.
So summarizing what she said just now was really much a summary. Uh, don't say I always know that. Don't say I know it already. Rather, I already know that. It's about hearing, knowing, and implementing. Moreover, we talked about keeping it simple, be purposeful, be intentional, and targeted. Liz, my dear, it was excellent talking to you once again.
You too. You too. Good to see you.
Same here. You take care of yourself, and we see you later